Hi guys, this is a little bit more for the more sort of not advanced but in the middle of the said two, sort of intermediate level bordering onto advanced. I'm going to just go through a thing called a Bembe with you, which is an Afro-Caribbean 6/8 feel. Again, what I would suggest to anyone is to listen to this type of music, download stuff, do it in your own way, rock it up a bit, and literally use it as much as you can your way. But the first thing you should really do, and a lot of you must really know this thing called clave, and there's lots of different types of clave, but the one this is based around is a thing called a 3/2 rumba clave, or 2/3 rumba clave. Again, I won't go into what a clave is. I think you need to do that with a teacher from your books, but it's a set rhythm. It really means a skeletal rhythm. It's a Spanish word for meaning key to the rhythm, which goes through the whole track being played by one of the percussion instruments, most probably. But the 3/2 rumba clave, you can do this any way you wish, sticks, drums, whatever. We'll do something like this. In 6/8, something very much like this rhythm. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now you can reverse that. That was what they call the 3/2 because you've got 3 beats before the 2. You can reverse that and do a 2/3 clave. They'll also do it a lot with a much more 4/4 feel, where you're playing it around a triplet, i.e. with the hat. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that rhythm would go all the way through the sort of Bembe as a skeletal figure. Now you could link the two together. You could play what we call the bell pattern, which is for the Bembe, and then the clave pattern. If you're right-handed, I'd maybe suggest at first try the right hand maybe on a cowbell, the left hand on a snare. You get the two rhythms together. If I put the hi-hat in, you can hear the actual anchor of the rhythm. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then you add to this. I'm going to take some of these examples from a book because I don't want to just do my own interpretation. I want to give you maybe a bit more of the authentic feel first, then you can take it your own way. Now, you can also do that with like a rim click, where you're playing maybe the rim click or cross stick and playing the bell pattern. So your rim click is like the clave and the cowbell is the bell pattern of the Bembe. Then you can add things like bass drums. Sometimes you can put like pickup notes in if you want to. You can put a bass drum line against that. Again, the Bembe pattern, the bell pattern. Add the bass. Then you can add more basses, again with pickup notes if you require them, i.e. adding more bass drums on the beat. 1, 2, 1, 2, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then you can add like the handwork. And it's always a good idea, even if you're an advanced player or whatever, to break things down if you're not sure of them. But I can't emphasise, it's so important to listen to that type of music so you get the heart. I'm just showing you the rhythm, I'm not showing you the heart. The rhythm, you should play the tracks and enhance upon what I'm showing you. But the rhythm with the hands is something like this, very much again around that sort of clave feel. I'll put the hi-hat in so you can hear where the actual beat falls. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, you can link the two together. Again, I'll take it off an actual rhythm as opposed to doing my own interpretation. Again, break them all down, add all the elements. So you think firstly, you've got the ride pattern or the cowbell pattern, which is what they refer to as a bell pattern. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Add maybe the hi-hat to that pattern. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then you can put the hands. Now, mostly, when you do Afro-Caribbean music, a lot of the drum kit, apart from there's a thing called a songo, which is mostly written for the drums, those rhythms you're imitating like conga players, timbala players, bell players, bongo bell patterns, mambo bell patterns, and you combine that onto the kit. So you're really stealing all those patterns from the percussion and using them on your drum kit. The next thing I do with that is like try and maybe put the hi-hat with that, then put maybe the left hand, and when you do the toms, what they're doing, they play the two top toms normally instead of like the high tom and floor tom, because the interval, you're copying a little bit maybe the conga player. The interval is much nearer those two to the conga sound than it would be if it was a high to the low. The pitch is maybe a bit too low on this one, so you get more authenticity of the rhythm. I.e., stage 1, the bell again. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, adding the left hand. Adding the bass drum. 1, 2, 3, 4. I won't take the speeds up or anything like that. You don't need me to do that. You need to do that yourself. I can do it. Go and try and practice it. But you can also do things like, sometimes I call it flanging the hi-hat, where you let the hi-hat ring from one note to another. Now, again, loads of different ways of doing this. A lot of the Latin guys who do this, I've seen actually use the back heel. So you literally push down on the back of the heel, but you can play it flat foot also. 3, 4, 2, and you can link that in with your rhythm also, i.e. you get something like this. Things with the open hands, play more bass drums, and basically enhance upon it. But I think the golden thing to do is make sure a lot of you guys can play these rhythms. Try and understand what you're playing. Learn what claves mean, learn different types of claves and different styles. But try and listen to that music, you know, and listen to maybe the roots and then listen to more advanced versions like some more fusiony types. And just have fun doing it. And again, thank you for listening to my video. I hope you've learned a little bit from this.